Good morning. Welcome back. I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and this is your reading for Sunday, July 23rd, 2023. Early this morning, Chiron goes retrograde. So we're going to have some more internal time to heal whatever needs to be healed when it comes to being present with yourself, not abandoning yourself, and listening to your inner self-talk. I'm looking at the astrological, I'm looking at this chart here while I talk to you about it. So instead of giving you all the information there, which you can listen to in the weekly astrology transits if you want, but I'll just give you the info. So there's balance that's needed. There is a lot of feminine courage coming through in order to go for what you want. And we really are learning to let go of our negative self-talk, our critical, definitely because we still have, Mars and Virgo going on. So we're learning to move past the need to be perfect. I'll just leave it at that. So with the cards, oh yeah, nice. All right, so with the Three of Cups reversed, we do have to be careful about maybe we're beating ourselves up because friends aren't there for us the way we want. Maybe we want to go and do things and friends aren't available, and then we take it personally, rather than it's just that they can't, right? That can happen. But with the Queen of Swords reversed, there could be some mirroring to how Mom wasn't there for us, and we really didn't have the encouragement we needed. We didn't get to have fun when we needed, or maybe when we were having fun, Mom stepped in and said, hey, like, what's that old term? Has anybody ever heard this one? It's awful. It's called pissing in your Cheerios, right? I had a funny brother that used to say things like that. So, pardon me if that's like, ew, especially if you're drinking coffee right now. I'm so sorry. With Three of Cups, it's like pour it out, right? Or spew it on the screen. I'm sorry. I'm just going to apologize ahead of time. Other things, and this could be the morning, just the morning with the Three of Cups reverse. Other things that it could be is maybe waking up in the morning and feeling like, oh shoot, I ate too much. Or it might be a morning we have to be careful about drinking too much coffee or eating too much. And there's some moderation that you're learning with, like, portion control. That's something we all have to learn at some point. And it changes over time. So with the Queen of Swords reverse in combination with that, I'm getting the feeling that there could just be a little, like I was saying, besides the criticalness, sometimes there's a pessimistic kind of an outlook in life because you don't get to have the fun you want, right? I mean, especially the older we get, our forms of pleasure become a little bit more limited sometimes. As we move into finding different forms of pleasure, because pleasure changes over a lifetime. And when we have that Queen of Swords coming through, we might start feeling like, oh God, what is life all about? And then with the Ten of Pentacles here, there's a possibility that we might be feeling a little cut off from family. And especially, let's imagine there's something going on where you had a family reunion or something over the weekend. This is just a hypothetical story. You had a family reunion, maybe you drank and ate too much, and you hooked up with somebody who was kind of critical and reminded you of, your childhood. And maybe it was, Mom that didn't know that she was just projecting from her childhood. And then you're in the mix with your whole family, and then the criticalness kind of comes in because you're comparing yourself against other family members. Or maybe it's not even, what do you call family reunion or an event or something like that that triggers it. But it's just that you see that other people are very prosperous, because we have the Ten of Pentacles here, right? This is a card of wealth. So if you don't have a lot of material wealth, you might be comparing yourself. So you have to remind yourself. I remember when I learned this spiritual law that anytime we are comparing ourselves against others, we are violating spiritual law, because we're supposed to honor the fact that we are unique. And just because somebody has maybe a nicer car or a nicer house, or you're in the middle of finding a house or a home of any type, and you see other people with other things, it doesn't mean that they're any more deserving. It doesn't mean that you're any less than at all. It's, it's just that that's where they put their focus. And, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with all that too. There are people out there that can be house broke and property poor. So, it's not always a great thing to own a lot, because it's a lot of maintenance and a lot of work. So that's another whole, possibility going on here. But to bring things upright, I would say celebrate yourself. Talk to yourself. Nurture yourself. Get into that really clear place and notice the butterflies on her crown, and the butterfly here, and the angel. Just notice the fact that if you celebrate yourself, whether or not you're with other people, as long as you don't, drink too much, but you can drink something, bubbles or, anything that just cheers to yourself. And go in the direction, like follow her hand here that's like, I want to go this way. And you've got that clear, that sword there, that big sword that's very, very clear. And at that point, you're independent. And you're no longer pessimistic. And you're no longer comparing yourself. And you are very, very, very wealthy within. And that Ten of Pentacles brings on a whole new meaning when when it doesn't matter about money and big homes or other people that have whatever they have. We all have enough within to create anything that we want, or to make the best of what we do have. So that's what I'm seeing here. But if you guys see something different, feel free to drop it in the comments, or if I triggered anything with what I've said, put that in the comments too, and we can kind of maybe help each other work through it. Okay. Take care, you guys. Bye.